Hello, I'm Reverend Dr. Jeffrey Goodine, pastor of Church on Wheels Spoken Word out of Deltona, Florida. And this is another edition of Holy Week 2025. Holy Week 2025. And this is day three, which is Tuesday. And the events of that is covered in all of the four Gospels, not like yesterday. Yesterday, the cleansing of the temple, that was not covered in John. Well, today, the events of Tuesday, teaching in the temple, is covered in all four of the Gospels. And that's covered in Matthew chapter 21, starting at verse 23, and goes all the way to chapter 26, verse 5. In Mark chapter 11, starting at verse 27, and it goes all the way to chapter 14, verse 2. Luke chapter 20, verse 1, goes all the way to chapter 22, verse 2. And in John chapter 12, verses 37 to 50. So, and this day, Jesus is teaching in the temple. And all of them cover him teaching in the temple, but all of them have a different take on it. Well, today I want to do a little excerpt from Matthew. Matthew chapter 21, and I'll be reading a few verses here. Starting verse 23, and I'll go all the way to verse 27. And I'm reading from the King James Version. And when he was coming to the temple, the chief priests and the elders of the people came unto him as he was teaching, and said, By what authority doest thou these things? And who gave thee this authority? And Jesus answered and said unto them, I also will ask you one thing, which if ye tell me, I likewise will tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, whence was it? From heaven or of men? And they reasoned with themselves, saying, If we shall say from heaven, he will say unto us, Why did ye not then believe him? But if we shall say of man, we fear the people, for all hold John as a prophet. And he answered Jesus and said, We cannot tell. And he said unto them, Neither tell I you by what authority I do these things. Now Jesus teaching in the temple on day 3. You know, Palm Sunday is day 1. The turning of the tables on Monday is day 2. Well, in Tuesday is day 3. He's teaching in the temple. But what he teaches in the temple is he teaches parables. Now, parables are used to confound the wise. So he speaks the parable of the wicked husbandman. Then he speaks the parable of saying that they go to work in the vineyard, and then you have the parable of the wedding garment, and then you have the tribute to Caesar, and Sadducees and the Sadducees, and all of these, and reproving the Pharisees, and all of this is when he's teaching inside of the temple. So on Tuesday, which is day 3 of Holy Week, Jesus taught in the temple. And the Sadducees and the Pharisees and all were coming and listening and seeing the people. But he was speaking in parables that they just would not and could not understand. So, day 3 of Holy Week, Jesus is teaching in the temple, and it is covered in all 4 Gospels. Well, I'm Reverend Dr. Jeffrey Goodine, pastor of Church on Wheels Spoken Word out of Deltona, Florida. And this has been another edition of Holy Week 2025, Tuesday. Day 3, Jesus teaching in the temple. May God have mercy on our soul.